On the morning of the 8th, only 2 days ago, caught 3 individuals, 3 black males, one 20-year-old, one 17-year-old, and one 13-year-old going through our neighbor stealing stuff. Call the police. We catch up to them in the field, which our park still owns. So they were still on the property, and caught them at gunpoint because there's been guns with green lasers stolen in the past few weeks and then used to point at unsuspecting people that come out to find somebody trying to steal out of their vehicle. A guy finds individuals going through his vehicle. He goes out to find out what's going on. He gets a green laser pointed in his face, and he posts it on one of those neighborhood watch apps. He gets a comment not long after that saying that a week prior to his experience, a green laser shot in his face, there was a gun stolen from someone else that had a green laser on it. So, keeping that in mind, and being that it was like 2 in the morning, give or take a few minutes, I believe somebody's stealing from our property. I am not going to just let them shoot me. So I got him at gunpoint, and we got the police on him. Here's the problem. One of the people that helps me out witnessed the 13-year-old, who has got a very smart mouth. If you've seen the video, he's a real smart aleck. Dropping something while he was pretending to take a pee. She saw what he did, and she guided me to the point where he dropped whatever it was, found a bag of what looks like weed. 13-year-old. He tries to claim that he dropped his lighter. Keep it in mind, we're talking about a 13-year-old walking around the neighborhood, breaking into vehicles and stealing stuff. He dropped his lighter and picked it back up. Okay, first of all, you're supposed to have your hands on one thing because you're supposed to be relieving yourself. What's your lighter doing in your hand in the first place? Burning hairs off or something? Okay, so common sense tells you he dropped the weed. He also pocketed a handful of cash. While we're searching for idiot number 2's shoe, 17-year-old lost his shoe because apparently he doesn't know how to tie his shoes when he's running from people and stealing from people. While looking for his shoe, we come across the area where idiot number 3, the 20-year-old, is hiding when we come up on him and get them all corralled up in the middle of the field so we can keep an eye on them. Right where he was at, and keeping in mind it was dew, everything was covered in dew, it was wet, we found a wallet, a lady's wallet with credit cards in it. No cash, but you know when you got a leather wallet and you can tell there's something missing that used to be in there? Not even a few minutes after that, I see the kid going back to the same place where he dropped the weed, allegedly, and picking up a wad of cash and putting it in his pocket. 13-year-old. You got a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old with him, and the 13-year-old's got the worst mouth of any of them. He's the one with the lighter. He's the one that's dropping the weed on the ground, and he's the one that's picking up a wad of money that, why would a 13-year-old need a wad of money that seems to be folded just right to go inside that lady's wallet? So we try to bring all this to the attention of the officer. He says, leave it. We can't attach him to that anyway. We have an eyewitness that saw him throw something down, and she guided me right to it. Okay? And then you got a 13-year-old pocketing a wad of money after I just hand the cop a stolen wallet, a lady's wallet that had no dew on it. It wasn't covered in any dew, which means they just dropped it right there. So no word on who the person the wallet belonged to, because they had a lot of cards in there. I didn't feel like going through this person's stuff. I gave it to the police officer. I called the next morning. No report was filed. Now, why wouldn't you file a report? First of all, you got a grown man secure in the neighborhood, pulling a gun on 3 individuals. 2 of them are minors, or technically minors. I tell you, they're going through checking doors. I bring you a stolen wallet that's obviously not covered with dew, which means it was just dropped. I tell you, and the lady that witnessed him dropping weed in the leaves, and he says just leave it. We can't, something about we can't, Fort Worth doesn't test for weed, marijuana anyway. So I'm about to show you something. I can see it from here. Today is the 10th. This is where we had them laying down. Check that out. What does that look like? And then there was no report filed. And according to one of my neighbors, about the same time they were in our neighborhood stealing from people, his truck was broken into. Stole $5 worth of product. He's not going to file a report because it's chump change apparently. What does that look like? And it's still full. This is right where that 13-year-old was laying down. It's a shame. When you catch them red-handed, you got all this evidence pointing to these kids stealing from people, and there's not even a report filed. A gun was drawn. The kid is cursing out full-grown adults and being a rude little you-know-what. And no report is filed. So you know what? We're going to go talk to the police about this. I'm heading to their South Division, Fort Worth, and asking them why. Why was there no report filed? Closed. Yes, I've come to see if I could speak to somebody.
Over there, their hours, I believe that they close at 5. I mean, do you have a police report that you're trying to make, or what is it that you're needing?
That's the problem. That's why I'm here. All I'm trying to find out is why there was no report made, because when I tried calling, they couldn't even give me the name of the officers that responded, because without the report, they didn't even know.
M-C-E-W-A-N.
M-C-E-W-A-N?
That is correct.
Okay. So call 911 or another number. Let me write this down.
Call either one. They'll both reach the same destination.
Okay, so 911, just say non-emergency, and MC...
No, when you call 911, it is an emergency. We answer both lines. So unless you want to type in the longer line, I mean, the thing is that non-emergency is going to have you on the phone for 30 seconds trying to figure out which one to push. 911 will get you there. You can request to speak to me. I'll look up and figure out what I can find out for you that I'm actually able to tell you over the line.
Okay, I'm writing down your name now. Spell it one more time.
M-C-E-W-A-N.
W-A-N. Okay, I'll give you a call when I get back to the house. Thank you.
Look up your report at the closed sector. You can call into 911 or the non-emergency number.
Okay, and they'll be able to tell me?
You can request to speak to me. I'm Supervisor McEwen, M-C-E-W-A-N. Supervisor McEwen is tied up on something else. I'm going to be helping you. This is going to be Supervisor Hatchett. What can I do for you, sir?
Oh, Supervisor Hatchett. Yes, I need to ask about the morning of the 8th. I was told that morning that there was no report done. The manager took the officer to the open field where we had him at gunpoint.
Okay, and when did this happen?
The 8th. 2 days ago.
The 8th, 2 days ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, John, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send your information to the sergeant to have the sergeant call you back. Obviously, I have no control over the officers. I don't know the situation, and I don't know anything about what happened out there, why they made the determination that they made to not make a report. That's going to have to be something the sergeant is going to have to deal with.
Okay.
So I am going to send this over to him right now. He might not call you right in the next 2 minutes, but it will be shortly,
Okay, what's the sergeant's name and badge?
I don't know the sergeant's name and badge number. I'm going to have to look that up. I will have him give that to you when he calls you.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Okay, you're welcome, John. Bye-bye.
All right.
Is this John?
Yeah, this is him.
Okay. I'm just calling you back in reference to a complaint.
Well, I just want to know why there was no report made.
What I'll do is I'll get you in touch with our property crimes guys.
Okay.
And those guys know a lot more than what I know, so they're good at catching burglars and car thieves or.
Good deal.
Anyway, they do the property crime stuff, the burglaries and all that the stuff that these kids and adults that steal from.
Definitely.
So I'll give them I'll shoot your name and number and have them give you a call.
Sounds good.
But let me do some research and find out who was out there. I'm not really sure who was out there.
Yeah, the first he's had thrown him off the property.
You know why? You know why he's the rudest? He's 13 years old, and they know at 13, we pretty much can't really do much to him. And the Tarrant County juvenile system won't really do much to these kids. So they know the game.
Well, they need to go get a job.
Yeah. I agree with you. 100%. So let me find out who was out there and see if a report was made or not. But for sure, I'll let the property crimes guys know. So this has been occurring in your area for a little bit, or what?
Oh yeah, I started watching The Neighborhood 2 years ago, roughly, and a lot of people around here just don't realize what's going on while they sleep. It's just crazy. I've learned a lot of stuff.
Do you work out there or do you live out there?
I live out here.
A little, I'll try and find out what happened that night. And you said December 8th, 2019. That'd be a Sunday. No, actually, what day is it?
Early morning Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
And I started, and I got 29, possibly 30 people now on my list of communication around our neighborhood, and it's getting bigger. Good. Appreciate it. What's your name again?
John. Salvatore.
Salvatore. Officer Salvatore? Sergeant Salvatore?
Yeah, well, I'm a sergeant, so.
Okay. I'll look forward to hearing from your guy.
Okay, sir.
Thank you,
John. Take care.
Thank you, Sergeant. Salvatore?
Yeah, you John?
Yeah.
Hey.
I just got you.
Awesome.
I got a lot of stuff blocked on my phone, so I get so many ridiculous calls.
Trying to call you. So, talk to the guys. They said they didn't have enough to charge these guys with burglary. They couldn't put the stuff that was taken. They couldn't put them to the stuff. Anyways, they did a long. They didn't do a report. They did a long disposition on the deal.
Okay.
They identified the 3 guys. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to pass this on to the property crimes guys, and I'll have them look at it. These guys are real good, and they'll wash these cats.
It'd help.
The city doesn't give us telephones. I'm like, really?
That's
so,
ridiculous.
yeah.
You guys should have every tools that you need to get these idiots off the streets.
So I'm here all this time since I've been with the department since 2004. I've been using my personal
First of all, go ahead and take a picture of my page that lets you know what my page is, SLP TV. And it gives you my email as well.
Okay. Perfect.
And then
did they give you there's a website?
I gave them my phone number because usually when we do this, they send me a text. They didn't communicate with me or nothing.
There's a website that you can go to. It's evidence.com, and you can upload those to the website. Let me find out real quick.
Yeah, y'all can just get the links off of these. And there's also...
Is there a link to that bad boy? Or?
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me give you number. Well, let's start with number 1, then y'all can just go to number 2 right after you finish watching the video.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm going to send this information to our property crimes guys.
And look back, because there's also 3 other people. That's why I was concerned that there was no report, because 3 kids. Three kids that actually stole a car, and they've hit us like 3 or 4 times in the last year and a half. And then these kids show up. They look very familiar in their heights. I was there that night. He is quick. He caught this guy. He caught that guy quick.
Wow.
The guy was searching for his, so you'll see part 2 that I just sent you, gave you. Me asking him, were y'all looking for a lost dog? That's in reference to that video because 33-year-old male looks like he's in his 60s.
Oh, wow.
He was looking for his lost dog in everyone's vehicles.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
I kid you not. That was his story. He stuck with it all the way to the end. And these guys got out of their vehicle. You can see that if you want, because that has their. I know exactly where they live now. I've researched it.
Is it? But this has nothing to do with the other three.
No. This person, I actually found where they live.
Point to it.
Right here.
Okay.
And that'll give you the license plate of that vehicle. They got out and they were checking my neighbor at right off the same road as me.
Burglarizing car? You think they were burglarizing car?
Yeah, but I didn't give them a chance to continue because I got behind them and that spooked them, and I chased them out of the neighborhood. Burglarizing cars. And I'm trying to get other neighbors to pull in with me so we can spread information like, this guy just came through my neighborhood, here's what it looks like, he's probably heading to your neighborhood, you'll be better prepared. Right. It's like I said, procrastination.
Yeah. And what these cats are doing is they don't like breaking windows anymore. They find open doors.
Yeah, because there's no law against it. There should be a law against running back next door to next door to next door.
Yeah.
That's obvious. It's obvious what they're doing.
Probably get them for criminal trespass, but yeah, just gotta.
It's got to be a way to pass a law to keep people from going door to door to door checking people's locks. That should be a criminal activity in itself. You're touching my property.
Yeah, you're right.
Period.
Yeah. You're right.
With intent. It's common sense.
Yeah, you know what they're going to take or do. So.
Yeah. So he was robbed. The guy 2 doors down from him was robbed. The lady, probably one of those little houses right there, was robbed. I returned her tools.
Make sure you tell them to call the police and make a report.
What do you think I did? Procrastination. Oh, it's nothing big.
Yeah, but it shows us where the burglaries are happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't call in, we're not going to know. So when they call in, they'll pinpoint each place that a report is taken. We have this. It's called Crime View. I forgot the actual name, but it pinpoints where burglaries happen here.
Yep.
Multiple burglaries happen.
But
here.
they don't want to deal with it. That's the problem. And then they're just going to get robbed again.
You need to let them know to make reports. If they got to make it off the phone, that's fine. Just make a report.
Up 6 area off of what was that road? Rosedale, at an apartment area. Trashed. Wow. He's still waiting on his report so he can tell me where her car was found.
And most of the time, those people that steal the car are just trying to make it home.
No, not these kids.
No.
Oh no, they went through that neighborhood. Remember what I told you about this? This was like the third or fourth time they've hit us, and then they actually took their car and they trashed it. And before trashing it, obviously they took it to North Richland Hills and stole his wife's car.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. So they were on a thieving spree. Richland Hills over there by 820 and 10. Yeah. But his name was Hector. He's probably on one of y'all's reports about stolen vehicles, because that was like that was 11 August.
Young kid or was he a young kid?
He comes back, jumps over a chair. I told him, shut your vehicle off and don't move. And he gives me that side eye. Yeah. Why is that? You know why. Police are on their way, because I just called them. Yeah. Nope. I was parked behind him, so he took the lawn to get away.
Oh, man.
Good license plate, though. He was arrested the next day. They said he had warrants before he even got here.
Yeah, they're not too bright.
Crime is not going to pay.
Not too bright. No, it doesn't pay.
Especially in this neighborhood.
It's called hard work. That's what pays, you know?
Yep. All right, brother. I'm going to let you get back to it.
John, thank you very much.
Keep me posted.
Nice meeting you. Okay, take care.
You too.